Hi, this is Andre. This video is going to be a deep dive looking at using the BeatSync jack on the EDP to try and detect tempo information based on incoming audio. So a couple of videos ago we did the first BeatSync synchronization video, and very shortly thereafter Andy Butler, who is an Echoplex expert and one of the fellows who actually helped write the code and design a lot of the features that are in the EDP, chimed in to tell me that the input level of the audio going into the BeatSync jack makes a big difference in terms of the Echoplex's ability to determine tempo information. I had not realized that when I made the first video. And he also pointed out that there is a display on the front panel when using BeatSync that shows when the EDP is trying to determine sync points. I also did not know that. So in the interest of educating myself as much as anything else and trying to fill in gaps in my own knowledge, of which there are plenty, this video is going to look at taking a lot of different types of sounds, feeding them into the BeatSync jack, and playing around with the input level to determine how easy or hard it is for the Echoplex to determine tempo information. Now, for the sake of YouTube copyright and making sure I'm not stepping on anybody's intellectual property toes, this video is going to use a lot of royalty-free samples and loops. Some of them are from a website called noise.com, that's Noiiz.com. Some of them come from sample packs that came as part of the Ableton Live 9 Suite package, which is the version of Ableton Live that I personally own. And we're going to be feeding these into the EDP, into the BeatSync jack, using a standalone hardware MP3 player called a Koan iAudio 7. It's an alternative, shall we say, to the standalone iPod back in the mid-2000s. That's going to be fed into the BeatSync jack on the EDP. As you will see throughout the examples, we will be raising and lowering the volume on the MP3 player, which will affect how loud or quiet the signal going into the BeatSync jack is. We're also going to be doing a little looping of guitar. The guitar is going into the audio input of the EDP. We're doing that because even though you can get a display for synchronization on the EDP, and even though you can record a loop, sometimes looks can be deceiving, and sometimes things that might visually look like they're lined up are not actually totally synced up. So we're going to be using the live guitar looping input in order to demonstrate that. The other thing I will mention is that all of the samples and loops that I'm using as tempo source information were all recorded to a particular BPM. So even though some of them may not be completely metrically quantized and totally metronomic, they are ultimately set up so that they will loop consistently at a certain BPM. Keep in mind as we're going through these examples that all of the samples and sounds that are being fed into the BeatSync jack are ultimately designed to be lined up and looped in a digital audio workstation at a specific BPM. All right, so to start with, let's check out a disco track. And you can see here, this is indicating when the EDP is receiving what it perceives as a sync point or a downbeat. And check out what happens as we adjust the volume. I'm going to bring up the volume on the player. And you can see that as it gets louder, the EDP actually has a harder time following it. Now I'm going to bring the volume down on the player. And now the EDP is starting to have an easier time sensing it. Now if we go too quiet on the player, it starts losing it as well. So there's a sweet spot where you want to be feeding it a strong enough signal that it can still hear it, but not so loud that it's overwhelming the input. All right, let's try it there just to see what happens. No love. Let's try it a little louder. Let's try that. And let's try looping guitar over that. So far, so good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right. Now let's try a standalone breakbeat. volume up would help, as it often does. Little off. Let's try that again. Yeah, that gave us 7. Yeah, it's not quite there, it's phasing. Let's try that again. Let's try tweaking the input volume. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. That looks a little more promising. Let's try that. No. How about that? Maybe? I think so. Houston, we have sync. Fantastic. So the main thing that I did differently there, as you saw, I adjusted the input volume a little bit to the EDP, and then I tried to be very particular about waiting an entire measure's length before closing the sync. Whoa. Come on. Let's try that. Nice. A little off. Yeah, a little off. Let's try it again. Back to the top of the track. Gonna boost the volume a little bit. I think that's good. There we go. If we multiply that out, what happens? All right. This is going to be a little hairy. I think that's 8 cycles. Let's find out. Reverb on or overdub on helps. Nope. I'm gonna try bringing the volume down a bit. Let's try that. No multiple, let's try again. All right, so we're getting kind of a 2 against 3 thing happening there. Bring the input volume down a bit. Not really getting any indicator there. Let's try that. Back to the top. Promising? Nice. There we go. I think. Cool. I will never give Fred Frith a run for his money on tabletop guitar. So on that point, the main thing I was going for was zeroing in on the snare hits on 2 and 4, and that seemed to do it. Alright, this is deliberately going to be a really tricky one. This was a Building Blocks Ableton Live kit, and I deliberately kind of mashed it up to make it blurry as far as transients go. Bringing the volume down. Yeah, EDP's having a hard time with this. I don't blame it. Volume way down. No luck. Back to the top of the track. Volume higher. Still not sensing anything from the track. Kind of getting something. Let's keep bringing up the volume. Volume a little higher. Let's try it for science. Okay, that's 7. Let's remultiply down to 4. Let's see what happens. Nope. Volume a little higher for science. Yeah, bring it down a hair. There it is. Let's try it one more time. I don't think we're going to have much luck, but let's find out. Nope, didn't get the multiples. Volume down. Top of the track. No. Yeah, I had a feeling that would be too much. I really saturated the hell out of the track on that to make the transients very blurry. So that's my fault. Here's another tricky one. This is just acoustic piano. So bring the volume up into the EDP. There, it's getting something now. A little higher. Let's try that. I have my doubts. Yeah. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try turning my piano into a reggae track. There we go. I'm gonna try zeroing in on something other than the downbeat because, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm gonna try using beat 2 as the reference. 2, 3, 1. Oh, it didn't get the multiples. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. Nope. Let's tweak the input level a little more. A little more. Let's try that. Let's remultiply down to 3 cycles. Not quite. It's closer though. There's some kind of polyrhythmics happening. Higher volume input back to the top of the track. Let's try this. Again, I'm going for beat 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I doubt that. Let's find out. Not quite. Yeah, so it's in sync, but it's not the same periodicity. So even though it's falling in sync with the piano, you can hear that it's falling in different points each time. Kind of a cool effect, but not exactly what I would call accurately synced. Let's try a little more. Bring the volume down a hair. That looks promising. Back to the top. Let's remultiply to 6. Yeah, it's phasing a bit. Let's try it again. Gonna bring the volume down just a bit more. Not getting the multiples. I don't know about that. Nope. not getting the multiples. Volume up a little more. Back to the top of the track. That's kind of nuts. Let's see what happens. No, not quite. One more time for science. That's close, but it's a little out of sync. You can hear that it's phasing each time it repeats. One more time, boosting the volume by 1 increment. And try it again. And I'm gonna focus on beat 2. 1, 2. Let's try that. Oh! Check it out, check it out, check it out. Success, result. Wow, okay. If at first you don't succeed, keep tweaking. Victory is mine. So that's been trial and error using multiple types of audio signals to generate potential, hypothetical, ostensible tempo information for the Echoplex Digital Pro as that audio is fed into the BeatSync jack. Thank you so much as always for tuning in. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.